What's up, everyone? This is Super Marcel, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. Oh yeah. Oh man, we're really getting into the good stuff. The game's finally got released. So there's gonna be a hella new content coming up. It's gonna be epic, right? To explore our way through Jurassic World Evolution 2. Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of new stuff in this one compared to the previous game. It's a bit of a shame that I'm gonna say goodbye to that one. But you know, the Jurassic World Evolution 2 so far, from what I've seen through the trailers and the bloody developer diaries and whatever. This game looks like it has so much more to offer than they did the previous one, and I'm really looking forward to it. The whole veterinary system, the marine reptiles, the pterosaurs, the animations. This is going to be a wild ride, right? So now, here's the thing though. There's two different versions of this from this game that we could go on that makes it very, very interesting. We could either do the campaign or Chaos Fury. Obviously, I'm going to try and do both. So the way I'm thinking about doing this is that we will do one stage of the campaign, one map for the campaign, and then once we're done that, I move on to one from the Chaos Fury, and then rinse and repeat, and then next one for the campaign, and then the next one for the Chaos Fury, on and on and on. I don't know how long each Chaos Fury mode is, but I don't know, but we'll have to see. But of course, first things first, we will start off with the campaign. All right, we'll see what happens. But anyways, let us begin. Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. The scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought something much worse. And for a moment, we remembered how precious life is. But time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition is a persistent thing. For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal: survival. And this means that dinosaurs and humanity have to find a way to work out their differences.
So yeah, if it isn't clear, this is basically based right after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and for those who haven't seen it, pretty much at the end of the movie, all the dinosaurs are wild. They're unleashed. They're on the mainlands now. They're walking everywhere on America. They are now a part of the ecosystem, and there's nothing we could really do about it because they're already repopulating. So now our job is to not necessarily contain them.
To us,
like
a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived in these lands hundreds of millions of years ago. Given the geological history that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in. They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm willing to embrace the uncertainty.
Hell yeah, let's get to this.
Okay, I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch, Assistant Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah, we know who you
I
are,
know it
Finch.
sounds important, because it is. But let's not get bogged down in labels and titles and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be working with the experts. This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
Oh.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs. I'm the former operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen. He works with Velociraptor.
Let me just quickly just put on subtitles for you guys.
You could call me a dinosaur wrangler.
You could call
Though
me not
officially
Chris
I'm
Pratt.
an animal behaviorist. I was just building a level of trust with them when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start with a response facility, equipped with both a Ranger Team 4x4
And a capture team helicopter.
Okay, alright, so starting off with the basics. We all know this before. We've done it in the previous games. Not too different from the last one. Except we have a little bit more range this time. So it's going to be interesting.
We are making excellent progress, so let's stay focused. Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility. And also make sure the building is connected to the path network. It only does us good if it's operational.
I wish I could actually... Where's the baryonyx or the stegosaurus? Or any of the dinosaurs we just saw? This is interesting. So from the roster that we've seen from that cutscene, it seems that we're going to get baryonyx, triceratops, stegosaurus, and maybe even gallimimus.
Hey, Claire. We may have trouble tracking this dinosaur from the ground. And even more trouble if we're lucky enough to find it.
Then the sensible thing is to take a capture
where's that
team
thing?
helicopter. You can trank it from the air.
See? I like the way I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, once again, like it's basic stuff. We've done this type of stuff before in the previous game, but it's nothing wrong doing it again. All right, so we got a dinosaur across this hill. Let's see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's baryonyx. Not let me over the hill for some reason. Am I supposed to see it? There's nothing there. It's just shrubbery. What do you want from me? We'll just moonwalk our way towards the dinosaur. There we go. Okay, yeah. So we got a baryonyx resting right below the helicopter. So we just tag him up and then we'll catch him. Now, of course, baryonyx is, of course, a more aquatic dinosaur, being a bottomless dinosaur. So we're gonna need to, you know, make it more suitable for this environment. Which is ironic. This crocodilian dinosaur that feeds on fish, being in the desert, of all things, yeah. I do really like the UI. Hold still, big guy. Oh man, good to know that the bloody shooting system still stays the same. And that, it's horrifically hard to do. Come on! There we go. That wasn't luck, 99 out of 100.
Claire, this is Owen.
I copy you.
We have it. Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it. Never had a doubt.
Really?
Well, maybe one or two.
Well, it's better than usual. I'll take it. Now,
Let's quickly
where do
get
we
the
take this
dinosaur out of here
dinosaur?
before it drowns.
Have the enclosure. We just need you to deliver.
Hey, don't I always? Wait, you don't have to answer that.
Oh, they changed the transport UI. That's actually really helpful that that's there. Normally, what would happen is that I would have to press like T or something, and it's like, oh, transport dinosaur. But now it's a lot more easier now that I can just click that, and yeah, I like that. Time controls. Ah, yes. This right here is probably the most useful thing we could have. Too often has there been a situation in the game where like something catastrophic happens and I have to think in the moment on what I need to do. The closest thing I could do to pause time was to get into capture mode. But now thanks to this pause feature and even the speed up feature as well, that's also super useful. Thanks to this, I could think like proper well. Like that's awesome. It's such a small thing, but yeah. So like we'd speed up time right here.
John Hammond was concerned about what would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild.
You're supposed to be speaking
It adds
faster,
a whole
Claire.
new level of challenge, and perhaps opportunity.
Right. I will talk about, in terms of environments, I'm really intrigued to work with environments. You know, this whole desert environment thing is awesome. Like we work with snow, jungles, and desert now. Before it was just jungles, but now that we got more diverse environments, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. You know, especially with working with dinosaurs to try and fit in with their environment. Like this would be perfect for Velociraptor, since Velociraptors lived in Cretaceous Mongolia, so hence they lived in the desert.
I instantly recognize this dinosaur. Kind of hard to forget once you've been trapped in a room with one. We couldn't save that baryonyx, but we can certainly help this one.
Yes. Okay, what do you want me to do with it?
There's not a lot out there for the dinosaur to consume, so we'll need a feeder inside the perimeter of that enclosure.
Hungry dinosaurs make me nervous.
Can't disagree with you there.
Alright. Environments, hey? Okay. Place down a pescivore feeder. Ah, excellent. So yeah, baryonyx, baryonyx isn't really new. We've had baryonyx before in the past game. You know, it's really unfortunate with the past game, since I had to stop it while we're still in the middle of the game. We were barely on the 4th island.
Good to go on this end.
Copy. Okay. We need to get a full assessment of the dinosaur's health. Utilize a ranger team vehicle.
Okay, I'll talk
Owen
about
will
that
help
stuff
you
later.
get a status of the animal's overall welfare.
So this
Then
is
we
the,
can plan our next move.
This is the...
We really need that? A plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make it up as I go kind of guy.
Tell you what, if this doesn't work, we'll try your way.
That sort of sounds like a plan.
Okay. Okay, maybe we need to be closer. Now this makes the game a lot more interesting. The whole veterinary system. Right? The fact that a dinosaur can get sick or very injured, and you have to manually send a vet to actually see the dinosaur, is pretty cool.
Check complete.
So now I'm close enough to see what's wrong
While
with
we
it.
can't
It's
replicate what we had on the
agitated, so we're
islands,
just gonna
we still
drive
have to do what we
now.
can to get the dinosaurs more comfortable with their current surroundings here in Arizona.
Sunscreen
It's
and drinks by the
interesting.
pool? How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire, how about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
What's its missing rock? Rock? Really? Okay. Oh god! Drive! Hopefully the bloody drivers are not as retarded as they were in the past game, and that they are a lot more smarter to go around. But yeah, the whole veterinarian system makes the game very interesting. Very, very interesting. 95% comfort. Yeah. Okay. Rocks. Okay. Now here's the cool stuff. Alright, so I should have like a way to rotate the rocks. So look at that! It's not quite as diverse as what's that game called? Bloody it's not quite as well as their other game, Planet Zoo. But it's the fact that we can still rotate them, still pretty cool. There's still a bit of stuff that like you can't necessarily like group them together into one whole mesh, which is a bit unfortunate. But you know what? The fact that we can rotate the rocks at all is pretty cool, honestly. Let's make a nice pointy rock right there. Alright, Barry. Boom, 100%. How about that? So yeah, like I said, it's gonna be very fun to like work around how we're gonna get dinosaurs to fit in with their environment, scientifically accurate. So like baryonyx, hard to tell, like riverish kind of, shortly kind of rainforesty.
We've got to monitor these dinosaurs more closely. That means setting up a ranger post inside their enclosure. It sounds crazy, I know, but this'll work. Trust me.
So yeah, like, the majority of dinosaurs usually have like live in a rainforest environment. But the fact that like we have these different environments to work with for the dinosaurs that didn't, it's gonna be cool. Especially the snowy ones. I like snow dinosaurs. It's a rare thing, but they are real. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so how do I work with these? View ranger patrols. Assign a ranger team to patrol that post. Okay, where's the control response ranger team? Okay. How do I select a ranger team from within the response facility and add tasks to assign it to patrols? Okay, so what if I do this and boom? Okay, this thing, I'm so glad they added this thing. This thing makes everything so much more easier. It's such a shame that the baryonyx has to sleep directly in front of it. But like, this makes things so much more easier. So originally in the first game, what would happen is that something bad happens, and then like say like a feeder or something needs resupplied, and you have to manually you press R and then you select the team and then you refill. But now that this thing exists, it's gonna be so much more simpler now. It's just like these guys basically say, hey, the feeder needs resupplying. So okay, yeah, we'll work on that right now. You don't have to do anything. It's just these guys' jobs. And thank Christ, I could be doing so much better stuff right now instead of needing to deal with this. It's awesome, yeah. But anyways, what's taking the ranger team so long? You didn't do your job. What the hell's going on? Assign a ranger team to patrol the ranger post. Why did you not do it yet? Hurry up and do it.
I'm getting reports of dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
They're not angry. They're simply acting on instincts. The more threatened the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Especially if they sense survival is at stake.
But it is. Both theirs and ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
Well, for now, anyway.
We'll start by
Oh,
tranquilizing one of the dinosaurs from the helicopter, and then have a transport team bring it back to the facility.
Great. Do it.
Did like a little crab walk there. Locate and tranquilize the nearby wild Triceratops. I don't have an enclosure, but okay. Maybe what I can do. Alright, so capture team. Capture team does not take direct control of the capture team with removing the response team to find. Oh, I have to manually bloody find them myself. What? Okay. Now this wild area thing, that's gonna be interesting but very cool though. So figuratively, the idea maybe is that occasionally you might have like full-on random dinosaurs that come in and you have to take care of them. That idea that any moment, any random dinosaur could just come up and you have to take care of it, it's a pretty cool thought, honestly. Okay, let's try this Triceratops. A simple dinosaur, but it's a fan favorite. It's up there with T-Rex, you know? And so far, I've not... Oh, wait. It's this way. Now, hopefully we get more meteor dinosaurs. Because so far, these are just dinosaurs that we already had in the past. Which are fine, yeah. But you know, I just want to get a dinosaur we haven't had in the series because, like I said, we ended in like pretty much in the dead set in the middle of the series.
Contact made.
Contact made.
Dart has missed.
The dart has missed. Thank you, sir, for telling me that. Contact has also been made by that one Triceratops. Oh yeah. Sweet. Okay, that's all the Triceratops is collected. Now I don't actually have an enclosure, but that's where this comes in, doesn't it? Haha. All right, let's do this. We'll just make a, you know, do what they want us to do, like a normal basic square enclosure. I've usually become a bit more fancy, but in this scenario, we'll work with what they want us to do. Now, yeah, oh yeah, this is interesting. So yeah, you actually have to wait for the enclosures to be built. You can't just build them and then immediately drop them off. I kind of like that, you know. So you have to spend more time waiting. It's interesting. So just let do that. Okay, sweet. And transport.
Picking up asset. Heading to collect the asset.
Man, I am in
Collecting
love
asset.
with this new UI. Man, it's this new UI. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Now they don't have any water, so we'll just build them a bit of water. Contour lines. Ah, right, the geography stuff. Okay. Now, hopefully, terrain constraints. Are you
Asset in
serious
transit.
right now?
Asset transportation in progress.
Sure, we'll deal with that.
Asset being
I'm
transported.
hoping that it's not as bad as the base game, but like so far, in terms of map size, I guess we're only just starting, so maybe it will increase later on. But like, I just gotta hope that it's not too enclosed like the other ones, you know. Like maybe it would have been fine if like there was one map that had the you have very tight space. Good luck trying to figure out what to do on that one. But the problem with the old game is that like too many of them had the whole tight small areas and stuff. Like 3 maps in a row had tight areas. It was dodgy. But hopefully we have more room in this one.
Asset delivery
Constructing
confirmed.
an enclosure trap for the Triceratops. Isolate the Triceratops from other dinosaurs. Okay, so yeah, we already done that. Now, here's the neat stuff. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this.
Asset delivered.
So each dinosaur has a what are they called? A territory system. See that blue stuff right there that you see there is the territory. So the Triceratops are gonna walk around like, oh, this spot looks interesting. I'm gonna let this spot be my spot. And yeah, they're gonna. Some dinosaurs will compete with that territory and they'll fight. So it's pretty cool.
Overall, I'd say our operations are improving. I'm confident we may get a handle on this yet.
Alright.
But I'm also concerned, specifically about our biodiversity. Still, for now, let's focus on getting the dinosaurs safe and secure, as well as building some additional viewing galleries the DFW staff can use to monitor the animals.
Okay, but let's focus on the dinosaurs' satisfaction first. Comfort, no comfort data. Send ranger team to check status. What? 5 stars. Oh, good. It's as it should be. I'm glad that Triceratops is 5 stars, because logically it doesn't make sense just because you have Triceratops first should not mean that it's not 5 stars. I mean, it's Triceratops. It's pretty much just as famous as T-Rex. So, alright, interesting. Requires status check. Alright, let me just quickly range a post. Boom. Okay. Let's do this guy. Alright, so interesting. So we have to like check on the dinosaurs manually to really see what their comfort is like, instead of like placing them down like, oh yeah, he wants this, clearly. We have to, right. This guy's closer to you. You do that. Alright. Now, missing ground fiber. Is that what you want, huh? Okay. So I think the cool thing about this game is I'm pretty sure there is no... Yeah, there's only carnivore feeders. Yeah, like in terms of satisfying the herbivores, you actually have to full on like give them plants. Ground fiber, okay. Fibers, ground cover, Temska, calamities. Okay, all right. So let's just give them a whole bunch of ground fiber. Look at that. So yeah, the dinosaurs feed on this. It's more natural. They actually feed on plants, planted instead of like from a feeder. I like that. It makes them feel more natural. You're gonna be hearing me say that a lot, but like it's true. These dinosaurs feel supernatural. Not in the ghost type of way though, but like, can we see a feeding animation maybe? Please? Can we see a unique
With
animation?
so many of the animals running free,
yeah, look at
our
that.
priority has to be capturing as many of them as
And the
possible.
feet's coming up.
We can coordinate our efforts from an expedition center. Get
Yeah,
one
one
built,
second.
and we'll take it from there.
Look at that! That's so cool! Hell yeah, I way prefer this over a feeder any day. This is cool. Alright, so now we gotta build an expedition center. Alright. Let's build it right here. Okay, sweet. This is awesome. I think the one thing that carries this game probably the most are the unique animations of the dinosaurs. This is probably what makes the games, the different unique behaviors the dinosaurs have in this game. While the dinosaurs in the past game felt a lot more predictable, may I say. You know, like dinosaur A begins animation of feeding or something, and then
I'll
whatever.
be able to track the dinosaurs, but some help would sure be appreciated. Claire tells me there are some candidates to recruit. Scientists. Hopefully you could find one as rough and tumble
Oh,
as I
yeah.
am.
The scientists, yes, I am aware of this. Okay, so yeah, so some tasks can get sped up with the unique system of the scientists, and that's gonna be interesting to figure out which scientists do what better. How do I actually hire one though? You are able to recruit new scientists when you have available capacity at the control center. Where is the control center? There, okay. View scientists. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, these guys, they can do us special jobs. Some of them have better stats than others. So this chick, as for example, Virginia Newbold, is pretty good, decent on the logistics side, right? All of them are actually, but some of them have better stats. I think she has probably the best stats also as well. Traits. Let's see. Generalist. Increase all skills by 1. Reduce the cost of research tasks by 30%. Increase all skills by 1. Ooh. Oh, she's the most expensive too. Oh, they cost a lot of money. So yeah, okay, we'll get her. She seems like the best one. Alright.
You seeing this, Claire?
Yeah, I sure am. This is our first live capture opportunity.
Let's not miss it.
We should
Expedition.
assign that scientist you just hired to the task. Agreed?
What's
Owen,
this?
you there? I think you're still muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good idea. What do we got to lose? You know, except maybe a new recruit.
Ooh. Okay. This is weird, but okay, I'll dig it. So apparently, from the way they're going, this time instead of like flying to a different place to get fossils, you actually collect samples from live dinosaurs. That's a funny but kind of cool idea. Alright, so we'll send Newbold. Now, of course, it's also important to remember that we can't
Before the remote
overwork
capture
the
teams
scientists.
return, we should have enclosures ready for the dinosaurs. Think of it as welcoming them back home.
Okay. So yeah, like we gotta make sure we don't, you know, anger them or don't stress them out too much, because then they'll go like, oh, I don't like you. I'm gonna ruin your day by releasing the dinosaurs and killing countless amounts of people. Why can I not? Oh, it's shift now. Why is shift now the toggle for the curved fences? Okay. Oh, bloody space is pause. Okay. Sure, why not? So here we go. Here's our, what I'm presuming to be Stegosaurus Enclosure. Stegosaurus is semi-new, but at the same, we've had Stegosaurus before. We definitely had Stegosaurus before. Alright, live capture 4 Stegosauruses. Let's do this. Yeah, sure. Deliver
Transit has
Stegosaurus
commenced.
is right here.
Transportation underway.
Now, hopefully it's bit big enough. Oh, actually, what I might do. I'll build the. I'll make it a little bit wider. Boom. How about that? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Alright. Alright, we got the Stegosauruses now.
Asset has been delivered. Delivery has been completed.
Perfect.
Transportation complete.
Yeah, we've had Stegosauruses in Return to Jurassic Park, and that was it. But in terms of the actual campaign, we've never came across Stegosaurus, which is a little unfortunate, but we can work with them now, which is pretty cool. You know, Stegosaurus definitely is a cool dinosaur to work with, so that's a massive lake.
Okay. Who's watching who?
I'm not following you, Owen.
Well, it's just like the dinosaurs are always watching us, so shouldn't we be watching them?
Yes, we should. Once we have the dinosaurs comfortably settled into their enclosures, we'll need viewing galleries.
That's what I'm saying. Only you said it.
Okay, right on. Stegosaurus. In terms of environments for the Stegosaurus, Stegosaurus is an interesting one. You see some depictions of Stegosaurus in the, the typical Jurassic jungles, because Jurassic period is probably the most rich in jungle environments out of the Mesozoic worlds. You also got some depictions of Stegosaurus in like this deserty environment, so like some books, and the show. What were those shows called? Those when dinosaurs roamed America and Planet Dinosaur, yeah, depicted Stegosaurus living in a desert, and even the Battle of Big Al. Oh, hello. Ah. That is cool. Like, look at that. Look at that right there. That is why I seem to like this game so much more. The fact that the dinosaurs can actually full-on interact with each other is the coolest idea ever. It makes them feel more alive. The fact that they interact with their environment and the other dinosaurs around them is so cool. I love that so much. Oh god! What the Stop! He's already dead! Alright. That happened. There you go. Alright, okay, let's try that again. We'll send in a ranger team. Oh, but there's a ranger team at... Okay. Just identify what that guy wants. And then we'll work with them. I imagine their comfort is rather low. But we can do something. There's something different about these Stegosaurus than the other Stegosauruses from the other one. The Stegosaurus, if I remember, fills me correctly, I remember the Stegosauruses had a more, I don't know, these look like, I'll be honest, they look like Aladar. They look like the iguanodons from bloody Disney's Dinosaur. It's really weird. Okay, missing ground fruit, huh? Okay. See, this is... Now, I could have easily fit them with the Triceratopses, but you see, aha, I got a good memory. And I remember specifically that there's no ground fruit. Fibers, ground cover, ground fiber, toe leaf, ground leaf. Oh, ground leaf. Ground fiber, toe fiber. Oh, there we go. Fruits and nuts. Ginkgo seed plants. We'll go with a bit of cycads, a tad bit of ginkgos, and a bit of seed plants. Look at that. This is cool. This proper looks like the Jurassic period. Like a deserty Jurassic period. That is awesome. Missing ground fiber. You want ground fiber now? Okay. Fiber's ground cover. Okay, so. Okay. Maybe remove a bit from the water because I don't know. It kind of bothers me a little that there will be some plants in water. Now it's missing a bit of fruit. Not. Try and get it to 100%. Fruit and nuts. Okay, how's that, Stegosaurus, eh? 95%, I'll take it. Ensure the Stegosaurus have a 90% coverage. Alright, look at this! Look how cool this looks! Oh, like I actually feel like I'm looking at an enclosure of the Jurassic period. Like a deserty Jurassic period. This looks more like what a Stegosaurus environment would look like, yeah. Fuel and food. Wait, what? Power generators consume fuel over time depending on how much power is being drawn from them. Ranger teams, capture teams, and MVUs consume fuel and food. Food? What? Then complete tasks, these are stored as respective buildings. Resupply food and fuel from the building's info panel as required. What? Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Right, yeah. Okay, so they work as like kind of like yeah, we'll do with that. They kind of work like gasoline tanks. Interesting. So this makes it a lot more interesting gameplay wise. We have to go back and forth to refill these generators.
Owen, we have a real problem.
I'm trying, Clara, but it's just, well, this is who I am.
Not you.
Ah, the dinosaurs. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, how about this? There's a massive sandstorm headed our way, and it could wipe out the facility. Without power, the safety of the dinosaurs could be at serious risk.
Oh boy.
Okay, listen to me,
Sandstorm.
Claire. We'll figure this out. Have I ever let you down before?
Actually, no.
And I'm planning on keeping it that way. Everything we can do, we will do. We've survived worse. What's a little sand?
I will say quickly. Alright, so first things first. Today, alright, I'm gonna drive into the bloody Dinosaurs Enclosure and I'm gonna shoot players, which would still do actually have awesome. Now, I'm imagining it's probably the same as past game, where like flare, if you shoot little flares, like oh, the dinosaurs feel like oh, what's that? Pretty light. It's an actual flare gun.
I
So we'll
gotta
just keep the
say, I'm
dinosaurs
feeling
distracted.
pretty concerned about our current situation. As much as I'd obviously love to help out, I'm a little tied up. So, who's gonna protect the dinosaurs?
And our person.
Why are they following
Yes,
the
of
flares?
course. I mean, that goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
It's just, it would
What's
be
going
a
on?
tragedy to lose these animals
He's
again.
not following the
And
flares. What's
by
going on?
tragedy, I mean huge financial loss. And obviously an embarrassment to those in charge of the DFW.
People such as you.
Well, actually, exactly me. So, how do we avoid that?
Okay, step one, round up the stragglers and get all the dinosaurs back into their enclosures. Then we'll work on their safety rings.
This good?
Yes, this is a plan I can support now and take credit for later.
Right, good news. For some reason the baryonyx is stuck. Dinosaur danger. Alright, so it's scripted. It's always meant to do that. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Oh, god damn it. The flares didn't do anything. Okay, where's the bloody... Hold on, let's watch a baryonyx eat a person
The
first.
sandstorm is starting to pass. Please resume your normal working activity.
So yeah, this is pretty cool. Like the baryonyx, instead of what would normally happen, it's like baryonyx would come in, person would stupidly stand still for no reason, and then an animation begins and the baryonyx eats the person. But figuratively, the baryonyx should just come run by and just scoop someone up, right? Alright, fine. Come on, eat someone. Snap someone. That baryonyx literally ate no one. Didn't even trample anyone. How is it possible to have a loose dinosaur and not have it eat anyone? That is astounding to me. Alright, let's put you back in.
En route to pick up the asset.
Fence fixed? Yeah, fence is fixed. And it was just the baryonyx. Alright, sweet. Yeah, what was I talking? Oh yeah, that was the moment I was talking about why I didn't put the Stegosaurus. Yeah, so I remember very well that the Stegosauruses don't like being with Triceratopses, because I remember in the game dev diary, in the trailer, they showed that the Stegosaurus fighting Triceratops, and they did not like being together. So yeah, like certain dinosaurs don't like being together with other dinosaurs. So it's gonna be interesting to figure out which dinosaurs those are. But yeah, it's an interesting gameplay strategy. You know, it's like it forces us to really stop and think like, should I put this dinosaur together with that dinosaur? Like, of course I'm gonna mix breed dinosaurs into, well, not mixed breed, but it's like like mixed dinosaurs into an enclosure. But like the question is, which ones are best suitable for that? So you know, it's gonna be interesting to try and figure that part out. Yeah, but like Stegosaurus and Triceratops, nah, don't do it. They're gonna fight. Okay. So now all the dinosaurs are freely back inside. We'll just give them time, and yeah. Oh, look at the baryonyx. Actually, no, we've seen baryonyx before. Let's just look more at the Stegosauruses. Look at that. They're just resting right by the trees. So cool. Achievement unlocked, Brave New World. Where's the fourth one? 1, 2, 3. Fourth one's all the way over there for some reason. This guy's just outcasted for some reason. What, did he steal your treats? That's cool, how they got into a little group and decided to rest there at the same place, at the same time. And these dinosaurs proper feel like real dinosaurs, with their behaviors and animations. It's so cool. I got a bit of a problem with the clipping. Not gonna lie, might need to fix that. Very much. But still, this game's still cool. Interesting. No active tasks. Interesting. Mission income. Oh, yeah! Mission complete, Arizona. Okay.
Arizona was secure. The dinosaurs were safe. Finch and the DFW had what they needed to keep the bureaucrats off our backs. For now. But the future, that was something completely different.
Campaign Washington. Hell yeah. I'll do that another time.
I wish we'd had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid. Our Canadian friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA. My division is the DSD, Dangerous Species Division. I'm Dr. Dua. I have an extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here.
Yeah, including me.
A poacher camp. What remains of it, anyway? Amateurs. They only succeeded in getting themselves and others killed. And making our job that much more difficult.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there, because technically that was a piece of campaign done. But like, yeah, there we go. I wish I could stop it in a more fitting way. Unless capture mode. Sure. This is not capture mode. Screw it. We're stopping an episode here in the main menu. But yeah, like, there we go. We're off to an awesome start so far. Right? I can't wait to continue this. But we're gonna stop it right here. And I'm gonna move on to the Chaos Fairy modes with Jurassic Park. Yeah. So if you guys liked this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel, and make sure you have a super time.